Hi, this is one of several videos that are designed to help you get into playing lead guitar and jamming. So I'm covering the basic techniques. This one's on string bending. I'll also have some videos up on slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, that sort of stuff. Now the backing track I'm using on this is available as a free download from my website and it's a simple, I've called it a blues groove I think. It's simply an E note to a G note. So that's an interval of a minor third. So we're in a minor key, in the key of E, and I'm going to be using the minor pentatonic scale with the root on the 5th fret. You may know it like this. And what I tend to do is take that note, that G note, and I play it here instead. So that's the first octave of the minor pentatonic. Now the minor pentatonic with an added flattened 5th, which happens to be that note, is called blues note or blues scale. Using that, and the blues note is simply a note that you pass through, you don't generally tend to sit on it. That's the first octave. Now for the second octave, there's two ways you can play it. Or if you prefer, instead of playing that note there, and our flattened 5th is there. So that's the scale we're using. It's the blues scale. It's a minor pentatonic with a flattened 5th. It's across 2 octaves there, and I'm playing it from the 5th string. So one of the really fundamentally important things to note, if you don't know it already, is when you're bending a string, you need to be bending it to a specific note, not just generally bending it to anywhere. And that's what I suggest you do when you're practicing, is play the note that you want to bend to, and then bend to it, and in that way you can train your ears to hear where you're going and to check that you're going to the right place. So let's take a very simple, first of all, just going to bend from that note there to that note there. So that's how I suggest you practice. Play the note, then bend to it. Until you're really fairly confident of hitting it consistently correctly. Then, once you've got that single fret bend sorted, practice bending 2 frets. So once again, play the note first, and then bend to it. Keep practicing until you've got it. So those 2 licks, and play those in the 2nd octave. But when we're bending, sometimes we want to bend up, practice it by playing the note you want to hear and then bending to it. Sometimes we want to bend down, so you start from the up position. And sometimes we want to do both. So it's bend up, bend down, and both. And one of the things for you to practice is your ability to bend up and then mute the note. Not, and then a vague in the background. So sometimes you can dampen, certainly by releasing the pressure of your left hand. So I'm not pushing when it comes down, I'm touching it, but I've taken the pressure off. And also you can use your right hand. At the moment I'm not using a pick, sometimes I do. Touch the strings. Now, if we look at the notes we can bend to from this position, I've said to you, you've got the flattened fifth there, you've got the fifth there, and from the natural minor scale you've got the sixth. So you can, here's another one for you. So that's me just playing the notes, fretting the notes. And then I want to bend to them. So that's it for basic bending. Important things to do are to be able to dampen your strings, practice bending up and bending down in different combinations, and ensure that you're bending to a specific note in the scale and not just generally bending to any note. I hope that's been useful. Cheers now.